Have you ever glanced at a glass of milk and simply thought, "Ah, my trusty ally for strong bones"? What if I told you that some everyday foods you might already have in your pantry pack an even greater calcium punch than milk? And here's an even bigger surprise. Beyond building stronger bones, some of these foods are kinder to your heart, easier to digest, and especially beneficial for those of us over 50. Welcome back to the Healthy Life channel. I'm James, and today we're diving deep into calcium, a nutrient far more crucial than we often realize. If you're over 50, you've likely heard it repeatedly. You need more calcium to maintain bone strength, prevent fractures, and stay active. Maybe you've seen countless milk ads or heard it from your doctor. But here's the essential truth. Milk is not the only path to calcium, and frankly, no single food is a magic bullet for everyone, particularly as we age. Today, I want to reveal 7 incredibly powerful, natural sources of calcium that defy the conventional wisdom. These aren't exotic ingredients. They're readily available, simple to integrate into your daily meals, and loaded with nutrients your bones will love. This is for anyone seeking a dairy-free path to better health, whether you're vegan, lactose-intolerant, or simply curious. We won't just name foods. We'll explore how they work, practical ways to enjoy them daily, common pitfalls to avoid, and how to maximize absorption by pairing them with other nutrients. So, settle in, perhaps with a comforting cup of tea, and prepare to nourish your bones in a delicious, sustainable, and entirely natural way. Ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about calcium? Let's begin. Before we jump into the list, I'd love to hear from you. Have you struggled to get enough calcium without relying on dairy? Or perhaps you found a food or routine that dramatically improved your bone health, energy, or even sleep? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could be exactly what someone else watching today needs to hear. Calcium. Why it's far more than just milk. When we picture calcium, it's often that familiar image, a cool glass of milk, perhaps with a cookie. We've been told it makes us strong. Yet, as we get older, our bones and our bodies tell a more complex story. Many don't realize that getting enough calcium isn't just about how much you eat, it's also about how well your body absorbs it. And unfortunately, our natural ability to absorb calcium tends to decrease with age. Calcium's role goes far beyond preventing brittle bones. It's vital for healthy nerve and muscle function, including your heart's rhythm, hormone release, and the intricate synchronization between your brain and body. Let me tell you about Mary, my neighbor. At 68, she was full of life. But last winter, a simple stumble on her porch resulted in a broken wrist. "I thought I was doing everything right," she told me. "I drink milk every single day." Yet, her calcium levels were still low. Her doctor explained it wasn't just the milk, it was also about what else she was or wasn't eating and how her body was processing it all. Before we go further, drop a comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from today. And please, feel free to ask any questions you have. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the best health advice for seniors from our channel. Quick check-in. If you're watching right now, are you with me? If this is resonating, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Thinking milk is the only secret to strong bones is a common misconception. But the reality is, calcium exists in a rich variety of foods, some offering significantly more, and in forms our bodies might utilize better. The good news: many of these powerful sources are more accessible, entirely plant-based, and gentler on the stomach, perfect for those who are lactose intolerant or simply prefer dairy-free options. If you've believed milk holds the calcium monopoly, prepare to be genuinely surprised by what comes next. Let's begin with a tiny seed that delivers a massive impact on bone health. 1. Chia seeds, tiny giants of bone strength. Would you believe that just a tablespoon of tiny black seeds could significantly boost your bone health? It sounds unlikely, but chia seeds are one of nature's most potent calcium sources. Yes, these are the same seeds you've tossed into smoothie bowls or overnight oats. Just 100 grams of chia seeds can contain over 600 milligrams of calcium. That's more than most dairy products per comparable weight. But chia seeds offer so much more: plant-based protein, digestion-friendly fiber, and omega-3 fatty acids excellent for heart and brain health. What truly sets chia seeds apart is their incredible versatility and how easily our bodies handle them, especially as we mature. For anyone with dairy-related stomach issues or simply favoring a plant-based diet, chia is a fantastic choice. But how do I use them? You might ask. Here's a simple idea. Make overnight chia pudding. Combine 1 cup of almond milk, or any milk you like, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, a touch of honey or cinnamon, and refrigerate overnight. By morning, you have a delicious, creamy, calcium-rich breakfast. Alan, a 72-year-old viewer who saw one of our earlier videos, shared that he started adding chia to his morning yogurt. 3 months later, his doctor noted an improvement in his bone density. Was it just the chia? Likely not, but it certainly contributed. The takeaway: small dietary additions, like incorporating chia seeds, can create significant ripple effects, especially for your bones. If you're enjoying discovering these small but mighty foods, wait until you meet the next one. It's a tasty, crunchy snack you might already be enjoying. 2. Almonds, a crunchy path to bone power. Snacking is a natural part of life, and it's easy to reach for cookies or chips when that afternoon craving hits. But what if there was a delicious, satisfying snack that also actively supported your bone health? Enter almonds. These crunchy little nuts are not just tasty, they're packed with nutrients. A 100-gram serving of almonds gives you around 260 milligrams of calcium, a solid contribution to your daily needs. But almonds are more than their calcium count. They also provide magnesium, which helps your body absorb calcium more effectively, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant for cellular health, and heart-healthy fats that support cardiovascular well-being. Here's where it gets exciting for bones. Calcium and magnesium form a perfect partnership. While calcium builds bone structure, magnesium helps ensure that calcium gets into your bones and not deposited in your arteries. Judy, a 65-year-old in our community, told us she started keeping a small jar of almonds on her kitchen counter. Now, instead of grabbing cookies, she takes a handful every afternoon. She feels more energized, and she's noticed her bones and nails seem stronger. Adding almonds to your day couldn't be simpler. Enjoy them plain as a snack. Sprinkle them on yogurt or salads. Try almond butter on toast, or even make your own almond milk. It's easier than you think. The best part? Unlike many calcium supplements, almonds come with a synergy of nutrients your body can readily use. The next time you reach for a snack, let it be one your bones will thank you for. Speaking of snacks and seeds, there's another tiny powerhouse likely sitting in your cupboard right now. 3. Sesame seeds, tiny but mighty for bone health. Sometimes, the most significant nutritional benefits are hidden in the smallest packages. Sesame seeds are a perfect example. You've probably seen them sprinkled on sushi rolls or burger buns. But did you know that 100 grams of sesame seeds contain approximately 1,000 milligrams of calcium? That's almost 4 times the amount in milk. Quite remarkable for something so small, isn't it? But sesame seeds' benefits extend beyond calcium. They also offer zinc, crucial for bone regeneration, magnesium and phosphorus, both essential for maintaining bone integrity, and healthy fats that can help reduce inflammation and support joint health. One of the best things about sesame seeds is how easily they fit into your meals. No complicated preparation needed. Sprinkle them on salads or roasted vegetables. Explore tahini, a creamy sesame paste central to Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cooking. You can even blend them into baked goods like bread or muffins. I remember visiting a friend in Lebanon years ago. Her father, following a generations-old family tradition, ate a piece of flatbread with tahini and olive oil every morning. At 82, he still walked several kilometers daily, unaided by a cane. It made me wonder, perhaps there's deep wisdom in these traditional foods we've overlooked. Just one small point to keep in mind: sesame seeds do contain oxalates, which can slightly impact calcium absorption. However, consumed as part of a balanced diet rich in vitamin D and magnesium, their advantages significantly outweigh this minor drawback. So, the next time you're adding a garnish, don't underestimate the power of a sprinkle. Ready for an even more surprising calcium-rich food source, one that comes from the ocean? 4. Sardines, with the bones. Nature's calcium capsule. For many, sardines might not be at the top of the grocery list. They come in a can, have a distinct flavor, and yes, they have bones. But that last part, that's their superpower. Sardines, especially when eaten with their soft, edible bones, are one of the best animal-based sources of calcium available. Just 100 grams can provide about 380 milligrams of calcium. Those small bones are easily chewed and digested. But the magic of sardines doesn't stop there. They're also packed with vitamin D, absolutely essential for calcium absorption, omega-3 fatty acids that support heart and brain function while reducing inflammation, and high-quality protein, perfect for preserving muscle mass as we age. Here's something many people don't realize. If you're deficient in vitamin D, calcium supplements can sometimes lead to accumulation in undesirable places, like your arteries. Sardines naturally solve this puzzle by providing both calcium and vitamin D in one perfect bite. My Uncle Joe, in his 70s, used to avoid sardines entirely. Then, his cardiologist recommended them for their heart benefits. He gave it a try, mashing them with a squeeze of lemon over bread. He claims since eating them weekly, his energy levels have increased. If eating them plain seems daunting, try incorporating sardines into tomato-based pasta sauces, making a sardine salad with mustard and herbs, or serving them with sliced cucumber on crackers for a light lunch. These little fish are truly a treasure trove of health, bones and all. Now, let's explore the potential of tofu, specifically the kind enriched with calcium. 5. Calcium-set tofu, the powerhouse plant food. If you're exploring plant-based options, tofu might already be on your radar. But did you know that when it comes to calcium, not all tofu is created equal? The key is right here: calcium-set tofu. Tofu made with calcium sulfate is a hidden gem for bone health. A 100-gram serving can offer around 350 milligrams of calcium, comparable to a glass of milk, yet entirely plant-based and cholesterol-free. Why is this so significant? As we get older, many of us become more sensitive to dairy. Whether it's digestive issues, lactose intolerance, or simply wanting a lighter diet, calcium-set tofu provides an effortless, mild alternative. But don't let its soft texture fool you. Tofu is a powerhouse. It's high in plant protein, excellent for maintaining lean muscle mass, and when prepared correctly, naturally fortified with calcium, along with iron and magnesium. Given its reputation for versatility, you might wonder how to use it. Tofu absorbs any flavor you pair it with: savory, sweet, spicy, anything. Here are a few simple ideas. Stir-fry it with garlic and broccoli for a calcium-rich dinner. Blend it into smoothies for a creamy texture. Or bake tofu cubes with herbs and olive oil for a crunchy, nutritious snack. I briefly met Carol, a retired nurse in her 60s, who switched to tofu when her cholesterol rose. "I never thought I'd like it, but now I crave it," she said, smiling. She hasn't looked back since her doctor gave her the all-clear. When you choose the right tofu, you're giving your bones much more than just a protein alternative. Next, let's step into the garden and examine a leafy green with a surprisingly high calcium content. 6. Kale and collard greens, the calcium power duo. When it comes to leafy greens, kale has certainly taken the spotlight lately, appearing in salads, chips, smoothies, and more. But holding its own in the corner is another leafy green that's just as, if not more, nutrient-dense: collard greens. Both greens are excellent sources of calcium, particularly valuable for those avoiding dairy. Here's how they stack up. 100 grams of kale provides about 150 milligrams of calcium. Its strength lies in its bioavailability, meaning your body can effectively absorb that calcium. Collard greens, on the other hand, offer approximately 230 milligrams per 100 grams and are rich in vitamins K, A, and C, all crucial for bone health. The best part? Neither contain significant amounts of oxalates, the compounds found in spinach and rhubarb that can hinder calcium absorption. I once spoke with James, a retired teacher who loved gardening. He grew collard greens in his backyard and ate them almost daily, usually sautéed with a little olive oil and garlic. His doctor reported his bone density was higher than average for his age. "Must be the greens," James chuckled. It's a simple reminder that the foods we consistently eat and grow can profoundly impact our health. So, which is better? Honestly, both are winners. Kale is fantastic raw in salads or blended into smoothies, while collard greens hold up beautifully in cooked dishes. Rotate them throughout your week for a powerful bone-building boost. To truly ensure your body makes the most of the calcium you consume, you need to understand the next crucial section. Increasing calcium absorption. It's not just what you eat. You've started loading your plate with calcium-rich foods like leafy greens, chia seeds, almonds, and tofu. That's a fantastic start. But what many people overlook is that your body utilizes the nutrients you eat based on how you eat them, not just what you eat. To truly benefit from calcium, your body needs a few key allies. And you also need to sidestep a few clever roadblocks. Let's start with the good guys. Think of vitamin D as calcium's best friend. Without enough vitamin D, your body struggles to absorb calcium properly. You can get it from sunlight, fortified foods, and fatty fish like sardines and salmon. Next, magnesium. This mineral is essential for converting vitamin D into its active form, allowing it to do its job. Find it in whole grains, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. Finally, vitamin K2. This lesser-known vitamin helps direct calcium from your arteries to your bones. It's found in fermented foods, egg yolks, and hard cheeses. Now for the less helpful visitors. Eating a lot of salt can cause your body to expunge more calcium through urine. Too much caffeine from tea and coffee might slightly reduce calcium absorption. And remember oxalates. They are in foods like beet greens, rhubarb, and spinach and can bind to calcium, preventing its absorption. My friend Grace took a high-dose calcium supplement daily, but her bone density remained poor. Her doctor eventually discovered she had a severe vitamin D deficiency. Once she adjusted her routine, adding a daily walk in the sun and a small vitamin D supplement, things dramatically improved. The lesson: more calcium isn't always the answer. Sometimes, your body just needs the right conditions to use it effectively. Speaking of making effective use of it, how much calcium do you actually need daily? Let's make it simple and clear in the next section. How much calcium do you need and how to track it? We've covered a lot about calcium by now. Where to find it, how to absorb it, and what can get in the way. But let's pause and ask, exactly how much calcium is required each day? According to the National Institutes of Health, individuals aged 51 to 70 need roughly 1,000 milligrams per day for men and 1,200 milligrams per day for women. For everyone over 70, regardless of gender, the requirement is 1,200 milligrams daily. That might sound like a lot, but breaking it down across 3 meals and a snack makes it entirely manageable. Here's a simple illustration of how that could look in a day. Start the morning with chia pudding, around 180 milligrams. For lunch, tofu stir-fried, about 350 milligrams. A snack of almonds, around 100 milligrams. Dinner with collard greens, roughly 230 milligrams. Add in some calcium-fortified plant milk, and you're right where you need to be. But how do you stay on track? There are several simple tools you can use. A basic food journal or a note on your phone, apps that track daily intake like Chronometer or MyFitnessPal, or even just a list of your favorite high-calcium foods taped to the refrigerator. I helped my aunt create a simple weekly calcium chart on her kitchen whiteboard. Each day, she'd add the high-calcium foods she ate and cross them off. She said she loved seeing her progress, and it made healthy eating feel less like a chore and more like a game. Remember, consistency over time is far more important than being perfect every single day. And now that you have all this knowledge, you are more than ready for the final step. Let's wrap up with a 7-day challenge to put your newfound wisdom into action. Your weekly challenge for stronger bones. This video has explored so much more than just foods and nutrients. We've talked about habits, choices, and nurturing the very structure that carries you through life, your bones. Now, it's time to apply everything we've learned. This week, try this simple yet powerful challenge, the 7-Day Strong Bones Challenge. Each day, aim to incorporate at least one of the calcium-rich foods we discussed. Feel free to mix and match based on your preferences. Here's a sample schedule for inspiration. Day 1. Stir chia seeds into your smoothie or cereal. Day 2. Snack on a handful of almonds or enjoy almond butter toast. Day 3. Sprinkle sesame seeds on a salad or whip up a simple tahini dressing. Day 4. Savor sardines in a pasta dish or mashed on whole grain toast. Day 5. Make a delicious stir-fry with calcium-set tofu and your favorite vegetables. Day 6. Sauté collard greens with garlic or prepare a fresh kale salad. Day 7. Combine your favorites for a fulfilling, bone-building meal. Extra tip: pay attention to how you feel. Any shifts in your mood, digestion, or energy levels. Sometimes the smallest changes yield the biggest results. After the week is done, come back here and share your experience in the comments. Tell us what you tried, what you loved, and what you plan to continue doing. Your participation might just inspire someone else to start their journey. If this video shifted your perspective on calcium, please give it a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video, packed with even more tips to help you stay healthy and strong after 50. Until next time, stay curious, be gentle with your body, and keep building that resilience. You are capable. You are powerful.